What's up, dudes? We have an emergency message. I've been sitting here. Hi, Molly. I'm a clairaudient psychic, Heyoka, empath. I am channeling, so anything I say is part of your message. I've been sitting here all this time now thinking about how my son had a reaction to clairaudient medicine. And Spirit, yeah, I've gotten all sorts of signs, so I just pushed play, and I'm going to read you this. So this person wrote in, so my son, now it's allergy season, and so Spirit wants somebody to know this and maybe think about if you're taking allergy medicine. This may not have ever crossed your mind. So it says psychological changes, mood swings, depression on clairaudient, ? I would appreciate any stories from clairaudient users who have experienced psychological changes, mood swings, or depression while using this medication. While on clairaudient, I became temperamental and foggy. This includes mood swings, depression, weakness, sleeplessness, paranoia, and missing time. By missing time, I mean I do not always feel conscious while on the medication. Example: I yelled at someone and suddenly became aware I was yelling for a most ridiculous reason. I'm not sure how long I had been yelling before I became aware of myself. There have been many moments like this for me while on clairaudient. I reduced to half the dosage and they rarely occur now. When I do not take clairaudient, I do not have these moments nor the other symptoms. But then my allergies are so bad, it's unbearable. I feel depressed and overwhelmed while using the clairaudient and cry several times a week. My husband is quite aware of the mood swings and other changes, but has been patient, thankfully. I've read very few comments about regular clairaudient and depression or mood swings and psychological changes, but the few I read made me realize I may not be alone in this. I tend to be extremely sensitive to medications, needing to take children's dosages to avoid bad reactions. Even children's Zodiac makes me pass out within 1 hour of taking it. By pass out, I don't mean get up and go to bed. I mean seriously falling towards the couch pillows without a choice and sleep for 10 hours. Any related stories would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So when I gave my son for a long time, my son was having all sorts of problems and I was worried about him. I was giving my son allergy medicine and I ended up Googling his whole temperament changed and we couldn't put our finger down on what was going on with him. And he became like kind of paranoid and it was very kind of like tweaker. You're like, what? But there was no way he was doing drugs or anything like that. It was almost instantaneous, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. It never dawned on us it was the allergy medicine. And so as soon as we stopped him, so he would be standing outside this door, being afraid to go in, and out of respect for my son, I'm not calling him a tweaker, but just to get to where that weird, it's like weird paranoia. Like he was scared of the vibes in his room and weirdness and stuff. And so Spirit guided me to search out clairaudient back then when this happened years ago. And I realized my son has a reaction to certain medications. And so and then this morning Spirit was like, I Googled it again and I found this. And then I'm reading all the comments. There's so many comments where I have the same issues if I take, here's some responses. I have the same issues if I take clairaudient even for 1 day. I will be a disaster. I am normally very even-keeled, not many ups or downs, but with clairaudient in my system, I could start crying for little things, or even just can't get happy, and music doesn't sound the same, which is weird. But once normally music hits hard, but unlike that, it's like my soul is underwater, muffled from interactions. Unless they are negative, they hit harder. It's crazy. Here's another one. Yes, I recently started taking clairaudient about a month ago. I yelled at a stranger in anger and pretty much ruined a family vacation. I also have moments of crying, even on vacation. Work has been hard to focus, remembering things and finding motivation. I've been grumpy and moody and unhappy and feel depressed, all related to taking Claritin. I just realized this today and remember feeling this way the last time I took Claritin. I won't be taking it anymore. Thanks for your post helping me realize this as well. And then another one, I've taken Claritin D for a few days and noticed I'm very irritable with everyone around me. Everything seems like a hassle. I'm just so angry. I don't want to take this medicine again. At least when I took Allegra, I was just hyper. I actually made a count on here simply to reply to this. It's like people over and over. There's 58 responses just to this one person. And this is on drugs.com. It happened to be. So this is for sure a thing. So if you are somebody you know or love, and it's not, I'm not like bashing on Claritin. Different allergy people buy their base like medications. You may have, like, I'm taking Claritin, and I think it's like loratadine or something, loratadine or something like that is the name of the medicine. The Claritin recipe, they get their part of this pill recipe from this supplier and this thing from this supplier. And then say Target. Target has the generic version of Claritin, and their recipe that they get from a different supplier, their supplier, whatever, has a different recipe. It's the same, it's trying to make the same cake, but their recipes are different from different suppliers. And so I have found when I went, I just immediately switched myself and my son both to the generic version from Target. It's like Up and Up. It's a white bottle with a little blue writing on it. And it's like the symptoms just stopped. And so keep in mind, allergy medicine is medicine that might affect you psychologically. And that's something where you're like, kind of like, oh, I never thought about that. So if you find an allergy season right now, you or someone you love is like flipping their wig, or like all of a sudden everything fucking sucks or something, think about that and just kind of like think about, what am I putting in my system? And I'm not telling you not to take allergy medicine. I'm just saying this is a thing and it's easily fixable. So if you're feeling desolate or something like that and you've been taking allergy medicine, know that this is a thing. All right, so there's the update from someone who has terrible allergies. So I take, personally, for me, I don't have any affiliation with any of these. I take Benadryl and that generic one from Target. Don't have a problem. Benadryl will make you sleepy, though. A little drowsy. I mean, it's not like you can't function. I can't function. I can't say you. You gotta talk to your doctor. I can't give any sort of medical advice. I'm just sharing stories. Heyoka might mean something. All right, so there's the message, dudes. Peace out. Have a good day.